JT, where are we?
We're at Petoskey's in Fremont.
And they have pizza. Is this Minnesota style pizza?
But the one that I'm looking forward to is the macaroni and cheese pizza.
Well, it's hot. You know what that means. You should eat it while it's hot. Does that remind you of Minnesota?
A bit, yeah. That's one of my favorite pizzas, is put macaroni on pizza. It's a little different.
You are a Minnesota guy who's new to Seattle.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that in Seattle so far that remind me of being in Minnesota, which is good.
Your dad played for the Vikings, right?
Correct.
Minnesota Duluth, Frozen 4 MVP. You've got some cred. What brings you to Seattle for people who don't know?
I'm the new color commentator for the Seattle Kraken.
How did you decide, hey, I want to go from playing on the ice to being an announcer?
I was playing last year in Sweden, and I kind of got the opportunity, I guess, presented itself to, see if this was something I wanted to pursue. To be a part of something, being from the ground up, was pretty special.
What do you think people don't know about hockey yet in Seattle?
You know how exciting the games are, especially live.
What was it like growing up in Minnesota and playing the sport? And that is obviously a place where a lot of people love hockey.
Just growing up in Minnesota was nice because, we got to play outside a lot on the frozen ponds. That's kind of where a lot of people in Minnesota get their start, or they get to continue to practice and learn their craft. So it definitely helped me in my hockey career, just being from Minnesota and having that access.
And how would you sum up your professional career?
I don't have any regrets about my professional career. It's something that's extremely hard to do, just even to get to, this point, to be, a player on an NHL club.
Just growing up in Minnesota and playing in the National Hockey League, not a lot of diversity.
Yeah, it's definitely a sport that is less diverse than others. There were times, not there would be, like where you're the only person on your team, or nobody on the other team looks like you, or there's different racial incidents that have happened. In my situation, I had a great support staff, coach that would quit a game or forfeit a game because something was said, to myself.
So that happened?
Yeah, that happened. I had a coach who a racial slur was used in a game, and the ref didn't hear it, so he was not able to call a penalty or kick the guy out, and my coach took our team off the ice. And that, to me, was a pivotal moment.
And it leads it right into October 7th, 2017. You've written about this a lot. What happened on October 7th, 2017?
So I raised my fist during the national anthem, in solidarity with what was going on, or in protest with what was going on, but in solidarity with the other athletes, in different leagues that had, kneeled and other things in that nature, but was the first one to do it in the NHL.
And you were open about it, that you had death threats, you had complaints from fans.
I mean, I knew that was going to happen going into it. I think that's sort of something that prepared myself for, that, those comments, those, Twitter, DMs, Instagram, you name it, it just proved to me once again that I did the right thing and that what I did was needed, especially in hockey. It's important, especially with the platform that I have, to continue to raise awareness, to continue to push a conversation.
You've been one of the biggest supporters of the Black Girl Hockey Club, right?
It's a great organization. They do a very, very good job. I think the biggest thing too is just making sure that, black women in hockey feel comfortable. I was very excited to join the NHL's fan inclusion committee. We all want to make sure that every time someone comes into the game that they feel safe, they feel welcomed, and that the game is for them.
I'm actually super pumped about the new Battlefield
And you'll be getting the word out via Twitch. You're big on Twitch. How do I phrase that?
I'm a Twitch streamer.
Twitch streamer?
Yeah.
The kids today.
I'm going to be playing video games anyway, so I figured out why not just put a camera on and be able to let the fans, ask me questions.
Will there be like a live Twitch of you eating Petoskey's pizza? We haven't even been eating the pizza.
Well, it's a good conversation. I don't know, maybe we can get a live one. I think we can work that out.
That was really bad. That was not good TV right there. How do you prepare for a TV broadcast going forward?
Getting used to calling a game, the cadences in between, when to speak and when to not speak. Well, it's a lot different than playing, but at the same time, the same work ethic has to go into, me being a broadcaster as I did when I was playing.
Well, welcome officially to Seattle.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing a drink with me. You even left out the part about the Kraken logo.
We did that on purpose, right? So the camera can see right now.